Sorry about that, my screen froze again, so I'll just pick up. We're looking at relational dynamics, being aware of that. So is counsellee frustrated? Are they remaining engaged? Is there resistance starting to show? Are they being passive? So watching all these things. Are they only answering you the way you want to hear? Are you creating the right space that if they disagree with an observation or a comment, that's okay for them to do that they feel safe, that they can do a pushback? And if that happens, how will you handle with their disagreement? So using questions is really important. It opens the door. It also helps to reveal the story behind the story. Often someone might come with what we call a presenting problem. So the presenting problem might be depression. And so if we just deal with the depression, that's not seeing the whole situation, not dealing with the whole person. So we need to know what is the story behind their story of depression. So questions, again, are wonderful at exposing the story behind the story. Good questions spark the imagination. They spark the counsellee's thinking. It helps slow down conversation and allows time for reflection. We can also use questions to respond. Last week we were looking at responses, so using questions also to respond. When we use questions, it's possibly a good idea to try and avoid the why questions, because why questions often sound judgmental, like, why did you do that? Of course, the tone doesn't help. But if you do use a why question, you might phrase it more gently, like, I wonder why you chose to do that. But on the whole, try and avoid why questions, because it sounds like you're interrogating and that the counselees need to justify their actions. We've talked about asking the deeper questions to expose. That needs to be done with compassion and being invitational. It's good to use a variety of questions and a variety of responses. And of course, with the questions, being careful not to bombard, like client might feel like they're before a machine gun, as we ask all these questions. So just be aware of that as well. And of course, how we ask questions. We can ask closed questions, which shut things down, such as, did you enjoy your day? So it's a yes or a no, as opposed to an open question, which might be, what made today special? So just thoughts to help you, becoming skilled at using questions. I've attached, every week I will be attaching articles for you to read and to read up more on this topic. These little videos are just meant to be introductions to get you thinking. So to recap, why questions can sound judgmental. Use open questions and not closed questions. Be careful not to bombard with too many questions. Use variety in your prompts and questions. Be invitational and compassionate as you ask more exposing questions. And always be watching for relational dynamics. Have a good week.